Welcome to this introductory video on inflected and derived suffixes. These are easy to get confused, but also pretty easy to memorize once you understand the rules. So I'm going to give you an overview in this video so that you can kind of separate these two different types of suffixes out. So inflectional suffixes, you'll find more information about these in list 45 of your book of lists. These are suffixes that don't change the word's part of speech and the basic meaning of the word, but they do give you more information or specifics about the word. So for example, looking at nouns, if we have more than one noun, we add an S or an ES to that noun to tell us that it's plural. So cat to cats. The S and the ES in this case are inflectional suffixes because they just indicate more specifics. Adjectives also have inflectional suffixes to indicate degrees in a comparison, such as big, bigger, biggest. And the ER and the EST in that case are both inflectional suffixes. They give you more information within that comparison. Don't confuse the ER inflectional suffix that's added to adjectives with the ER, which is a derivational suffix we'll talk about shortly, that actually changes a verb to a noun, such as taking the verb sing, adding an ER, and coming up with the word singer. This is different. So note that big, bigger, it's still the same meaning, just letting us know that this is more big than the previous. Whereas sing to singer changes the part of speech. Sing is something you do. The singer is someone who does that action. Finally, verbs also have inflectional suffixes, and these indicate the tense or the time period in which that action is taking place. So jumps, he jumped, so he did it past tense, and he is jumping, indicating he's doing it right now. Okay, so again, inflectional suffixes don't change the part of speech, just give us more specifics. Derivational suffixes, on the other hand, do change the part of speech of a word. And so here you have a list of derivational suffixes and the part of speech that they create. So for example, if you want to take an adjective, say happy, and you want to change it into an adverb, you would put in that ly, happily. So he happily jumped across the finish line. Adjectives, to create adjectives, we have multiple derivational suffixes. So you can take the noun joy, for example, and you can be joyful, or you can be joyous. Verbs, to create a verb, you add the suffixes ize or ify. So for example, the noun beauty, if you want to make someone more beautiful, you beautify them. Nouns, to create people, words that represent people, we've already discussed the ER, such as sing and singer, or teach and teacher. There are other suffixes that we can use for that as well, such as ist. So we can take chemistry and chemical, and then chemist. That's the person that works with chemicals in chemistry. And then creating words that represent things that are new nouns. We also have a variety of derivational suffixes that can be used. So example, commit, an act, you commit this. If you want to create a thing, commitment, then you're going to add that ment. So let's look at some words and how the derivational suffixes work with those. So original word, delight. Delight is a noun, it's a feeling. If we add that suffix ful, we now have an adjective, the word delightful. Teach is a verb, but we can add that er to get the noun teacher. And then speak is a verb. If we add the suffix able and the prefix un, just for a little extra fun, we have a new word, unspeakable, which is an adjective, such as an unspeakable act. So take a moment, look at the words on this list, pause the video, and determine if the suffix is inflectional or derivational. And if it is a derived suffix being used, then what is the original word that we have used to make this new word? So pause the video, take a moment, and then we'll come back and I will go through them with you. All right, so let's see how you did. So birds, the suffix is that S, and it is an inflectional. It's just telling us that it's more than one. Engagement, derivational. We come from that root word engage, which is a verb, and then get a noun, engagement. Baker is also derivational. We have bake, which is a verb, which we've turned into that noun. Faster is inflectional, so it is more fast than someone who is just fast. Porous, derivational, starts with the noun pour, and now we have the adjective porous. Arrival, derivational, we start with that root verb arrive, and now we have his arrival, the noun. Biggest, inflectional, again this is much more big than just big. And then insurance, again derivational, we start with the verb insure to get the noun insurance. So we'll play with these some more in class, so please come to class with any questions that you have about this material and be prepared to work with the material in class to help deepen your understanding of it. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope this has been helpful.